smelly, horny sheep, this guy needs a haircut. This is Peter, and he has 4 horns. He is a Jacob sheep, which typically have 4 horns, but can have up to 6 or 8. They're named after the story in the Bible of Jacob who raised spotted sheep, and as you can see, this guy does not disappoint on that front. Although his name is biblical, those wicked horns and spots remind me of a demon cow. Besides looking stunning, those horns have a different use. During combat, 2 male sheep will run full speed at each other and slam their heads together. Those horns are hard, and though they may be hurting me during shearing, me holding and maneuvering them does not hurt the animal. It's the safest way to make sure I don't end up with one in the gut. Looking good, my satanic stud muffin!
This is a closed herd of all-white Rambouillet that produced 1 black baby. But how? It's honestly not as surprising as it may seem. You see, every sheep is either black or brown at their base gene. None of them are white. White is a pattern just like spots. White is the primer that goes over the color gene. This sheep's brown appearance is due to sun bleaching the tips of it, but the base is just as rich as can be. Since black wool cannot be dyed and changed to whatever color we want, like the white, it's less desired commercially. In fact, a little bit of black wool in a white bag could totally devalue the whole thing. Although I did hear that keeping 1 black lamb for every 100 sheep in your herd was a method that farmers used so that they could identify how many sheep should be in a section of land. Although they're not desirable in a commercial aspect, they are sought after in the smaller markets. There's a few herds of colored Rambouillet and Merino in the United States, but for now, she's one of a kind here. Winnie the Ewe is bred and overdue. Well, maybe not overdue, but this mama is carrying a lot of weight with 3 babies in there. We're here to give her a real nice trim before those babies just slide on out of her. It's important to trim up those engorged udders before the babies get here. It's also good to trim up the back area so it all stays sanitary after the birthing. I'm thinking maybe she'd like to see the efforts of her hard work, so we're gonna trim that top knot in her face real good. I feel like if something turned my body into a wide-load Mack truck, I'd want to see what it was too. I imagine being twirled around on your rump like a Cirque du Soleil performer when you're this pregnant is not very comfortable, so the main goal is to get this done as quickly as possible. I won't be going back for all the ridges I leave behind. Well, maybe 1 or 2. But the main goal is to get this big old mama back on her feet with no nicks. It is significantly more difficult for me to shear around the belly like this. The ridges left behind are my attempt not to nick the stretched skin. This is a 6-minute function, not fashion haircut. And all her friends said they liked it anyways.